Okay, let's try a 5-minute game on chess.com. This is the first time I'm playing against a human in a long while not live streaming. So let's go with Caro-Kann, and we could be having the Panov-Botvinnik Attack, and we are going to have that. Okay. I don't want to pick up this pawn right away. I'd rather do it with my knight. Let's get him out. And, well, I could grab it now. I'm more familiar with bishop check and queen a4 check at this point. Just pick him up right now. And, let's see. Do I really want to try to get my bishop outside my eventual pawn chain? It could be a bit risky because of these checks or the pressure being placed on b7. So I'll take a more reserved approach. Just go with e6, bishop e7, or maybe not. No, actually bishop e7. For a second I was thinking knight c6, but I didn't. Well, I don't know how bad bishop b5 would be, but I think this is maybe the best place for the bishop. Since he's aiming down at that h7 square, it's nice to watch over g5. So there's none of that Greek gift stuff going on with bishop takes h7, knight g5. And let's get my knight out. And very often I think this knight actually returns. These are all moves being played very quickly. And let's see. I think I want to actually drop back with my knight here. I mean, I still have to get my bishop out to b7. Maybe I should be doing this, but should I do this move and then bishop b7, or first retreat my knight? Why would I want to retreat my knight? Let's see. These are my two candidate moves, b6 right now or knight here. Could be a little bit annoying, like if b6, knight takes, knight, queen takes, bishop here, and then this is a very awkward pin. I'm gonna drop this knight back. So I'm thinking about, from this point, b6, bishop to b7. I'm working against an isolated pawn. I'm a slight development issue. I'm not threatening to win here because of bishop takes h7 at the end of a couple captures. So this guy has a big lead time-wise. This is maybe another idea. Now that my knight's on f6, I could think about knight b4 to here. And so as a result, maybe that would have been a move to consider for white. So let me just go here right now before it's maybe too late. If you prolong that for too long, too much pressure against c6 makes it become difficult. So bishop here right away. I really don't see any reason not to do that. Let's get him there. So I'm preparing some common moves, are rook here, knight here, and they're lining up something against this point. So let's see. I think I actually want to do this right now. Make sure I have this knight getting to d5 and my bishop eyeing this directly. Pressure on this knight as well, and I'm stopping the queen for the time being from going to any of those two, and I'm really seeking exchanges. This could actually be a bit annoying. Yeah, that could definitely be annoying. Threatening to capture here and then here, removing the defender of h7, so I'm not quite sure what I'll do if the queen plays to one of these two squares. I think I might be having to do g6, and I really have to start throwing in some faster moves. So let me do this. Rook, in an ideal world, I want to get my rook here, some exchanges. Really like to have the queens off the board because the pawn structure pretty much says so. Working against an isolated pawn, dynamic possibilities are on white side, so I'm looking for more endgame-like positions. So a minute back, really have to, I spent too much time already, and I have to be very cautious of sacrifices here. Let me drop back and welcome some trades here. If bishop back here, maybe I was going to say h6, but I really don't want to weaken the structure anymore. There's already a ton of pieces aiming at that. So let me fiend cut on my bishop. This looks a little scary. I'm gonna do it. I'm still in this pin, so it'll be a little bit awkward. Like knight here, I want to get out of this pin as soon as possible. In fact, I would have to do just that. Actually, that could be very that could be very annoying. Knight right here, knight g4. Okay. I think I actually want to do what? I think I want to trade a little bit. Let's do this. I have some concern about rook takes, and then maybe I'm inviting another piece over here. Okay, so no, not quite. And are there going to be any sacrifices on this square? Stopping me from kicking this bishop away. I don't really like that. Rook to c8. I'll give that a shot. Oh no, I really have to do something about this pin. Knight here is going to be such a pain. Oh, you know what I could do? I could play queen here. Now that this rook isn't guarding the c7 square, I was a bit blind here to not realizing that my queen now has maybe a relatively safe square. 132 to 235. I'd like to get one more pair of minor pieces off. Queen here? What do I do on queen here? I don't have very many choices, actually. I don't want to come back over and defend it and work myself into a pin. I think I'd have to go here. And then knight g4 could be quite annoying. I think there's got to be something good for white right now. Okay, white's not going for that. Why isn't white going for that? Let me maybe do this and get my queen in a better spot. Maybe. Oh, you know what? I could have considered knight here. Maybe I should do that now. Yeah, let's go for this right now. There's not going to be any tricks on this square, is there? I hope not. There might be. Knight takes, king takes, queen takes, pawn here. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, because of this. Oh, this is going to be painful. This is definitely going to be painful. How do I defend here? I got to go with this. I'm busted. I'm completely busted because of queen bishop here next. That's not working out too good. Do I have to give up this pawn? Pawn push here is a disaster. King to f8, maybe? Oh, this is going to be very painful. 39 seconds. I don't see a defense. I'm going to try this, I guess. Queen takes, and then rook takes here. This is getting smashed. Ouch. Oh, you know what? I have h2, though. Maybe. Oh, they sniffed that one out. Okay. I was ready to do this and just blunder my queen. Rook here, I guess. Oh, man. 14 seconds. Not a lot of time in a horrible position. I had a glimmer of hope. Queen takes h2. Maybe king here would have been better. So I could play knight here. I didn't even realize. Oh, yeah. Just inching your way down. Cheap trick. g2. I'm doing this also to have my queen protected so that I could actually move here. Now I can't even do that. This is gone. Yeah, because of this right here, I'll just... Oh, I'm down on time. Oh my goodness, I'm down on time and position. Ugh, let me go back. That was ugly town. That was a successful attack. Where could I have done better? Let's see. Okay, I don't think there's anything wrong with capturing right here. Knight takes. And then, could I have been a bit more, I don't know. Is this too passive, playing e6 right here? E6, bishop e7, or maybe I could have done better with my bishop. You know, I think at this point I was thinking about knight here. Maybe I could do one better. Now that my knight is on this square, why not make use of his position and put some pressure on the white position? Yeah, you know what, if I could do it over, I think I would want to put some pressure on white's position, give a little bit more direction to white for their next move. After bishop e7, what was played? Bishop d3. So white would have to be doing something a little bit different, clearly. Yeah, I think bishop b4, and then you know what? Something, if bishop here, then this square isn't defended as much, and there might be a way to put some pressure on d4 a little bit later. Okay, so I don't think that this could be so bad, but I think maybe a slight improvement. Bishop b7, bishop to b4, castles, knight here. You know, I'm not familiar enough with this opening to know whether or not I've maybe even lost a move somewhere along the way. Knight back here, I'm pretty sure is a common thing to do. To just retreat that knight and make way for knight here to d5 sort of things, sort of maneuvers. Where did I go wrong? b6, bishop b7, maybe here, maybe not. This became very troublesome. It seemed all very natural. Knight b4, he got kicked, knight here, and now, is there a way I could have avoided making this weakness is my big question. I don't know if I'm going to have an answer to it. Yeah, right. This is really the maybe it's beyond the critical phase, but I'm thinking right around here, there's a way to maybe improve, if not earlier. I mean, I'd really like to have, here's something that I could say. What I'd really like to have happen, I'd like to actually have these dark square bishops exchanged, so that when I do this move, he's not around to maybe take advantage of them. Maybe, oops, I don't know what just happened there. That was weird. Finishing my thought there, so that the dark square bishop wouldn't be around to maybe harass me on the dark squares, and maybe I could rely upon this f6 square a bit better for the defense of my own king. So, oh, that wasn't the move. I'm not even sure what just happened there. It's not, let me try to reload this real quick, actually. Okay, I just had to quickly reload it. I'm not sure what just happened there when that pawn kind of made a weird capture on f6 like that. So I just quickly reloaded the PGN. So I don't know where exactly I went wrong. So it's a very uncomfortable feeling. I'm well aware of this pressure against h7, and I didn't do well at all for sure with trying to get exchanges in. The only exchange I got were a pair of knights, and that really didn't help me out so much. There were what? 1, 2, 3, 4 attacking pieces. No, actually 5. Nearly every piece, except for this rook right here on c1, was doing something against my king. So this was a very nice sacrifice against f7. Maybe even here, come to think of it, I mean, is there something else I could be doing instead of bishop to g7 here? This queen swinging over, is very neat. And you know what, come to think of it, earlier I was talking about, you know, the queen placing itself to c2 or d3. So looking back at this game, we could maybe even see a difference in a better meaning behind queen to d3, in that she has this opportunity to shift along the third rank, not just being maybe more one-dimensional. If she's on c3, we can, or one-directional. She's not just focused on the diagonal, but by pivoting on d3, you're threatening the h7, and you're also threatening to come over to this h3 square and put pressure on this structure right here. Ties in well with the rook and the knight when it comes to this f7 and e6 structure with the queen right here bearing down on e6. This is a very nice breakthrough right here. I took, this was, I guess, well, it's not, is it available even at this point right here to capture? Oh, you know what? That capture occurred as soon as my knight, that's another maybe a quick instructive point, as soon as my knight left that post on f6, it's just game over. I think that this is just a correct and good sacrifice in every which way. Every single one of white's pieces is working, and I just got crushed. Yeah, knight takes f7, king takes, and I'm not seeing a defense. Knight here is met with bishop here at the very least, and I'm not seeing a way to defend that. I was trying to do something against the king, but it was just all one move threats. Like right here, I was thinking about what. Oh, my queen is unprotected, so I didn't do this thinking that white was going to overlook a mate in one, but I was just trying to have my queen protected so I could do this move right here, but this is just a killer move, d5, and I was down on time and position, just gone. This is an important sacrifice to be aware of, certainly on the white side and black side, just out of this opening. Panov-Botvinnik Attack. Sacrifices on f7. These are all very common moves on the white side, and I definitely didn't do well with it. Okay, that's all for this video. As always, I hope you got something out of it. Take care. Bye.